Hey, everybody, welcome to the AAA Sitting Room, episode number 530, Custom Camel Crocs Cobbled. They call that alliteration. And Sin, even though he's not here, is here with us in spirit. Sin from beyond. How are you doing?
Hello. Oh.
Well, I just don't have your avatar up, brother. Let me just fix that.
From the future.
Bubble. Shadowcat, thank you for the $2. Wake me up when September ends.
Before you go.
That's a song, isn't it? Wake me up before.
Yeah, I don't remember who it's from, but
No, I'm
Green Day, man.
no, it's not.
It was Green Day from the album American Idiot.
No, that's.
Unless you go and Wake Me Up Before You Go. That was
That's
Wham.
what I said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's doing two British
Wham.
polywords. Yeah. No disrespect.
No, he'll say
George
polywords
Michael
on
was
his
genius.
channel.
Well, okay, two British fags. What, I don't care.
Do you know there was George Michael, right? He crashed his he had a Land Rover, crashed it into the front of a shop. And the next day someone wrote wham with an arrow pointing to it.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I was not asking you to wake me up when September ended.
We
was
finish
saying
that
before you
off.
go.
Car in the shop, behind in the bills, rabbit died, and dumbass brother shot himself cleaning his gun. Alive and home already, thankfully. I need this month to be over. Shadowcat.
Sorry about the rabbit, man.
Yeah, I mean, I understand they're common, but still, when your very own rabbit dies, that's rough. Seriously, your brother shot himself cleaning his gun. That's okay. I didn't think that we were ever going to need to go through the 4 basic rules of firearm safety, but here we go. Assume every firearm is loaded. Number 1, cardinal rule. Never point
Maybe
a gun.
it was
What?
using the gun to try and separate some frozen burger patties.
Maybe.
It's possible. And that could work. There are sharp points of a gun, like the old school front blade sight, but don't shoot the patties.
No.
No.
Use your bayonet.
They could have been very stuck.
Hey, you joke? A pistol bayonet it's a thing. It's a thing.
I'm down with that, yeah. I wasn't joking. I'm down with that.
Nice. Sin, do you have a pistol bayonet? You strike me as the kind of man who owns a pistol bayonet.
No.
He's got a knife and some duct tape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, hopefully your brother learned a valuable lesson. Yeah, never point a gun at something you're not willing to shoot or destroy. Depends on how you look at it. And check your backgrounds. That's the forgotten one. Always check your background. And that means, like, you know, whatever's beyond the target. And if you're tabletop or you're cleaning your gun as your target unintentionally because you're cleaning your gun before you assumed every firearm was loaded and cleared it properly, your balls and your legs are your background beyond the target, aren't they? Aren't
I
they?
mean, Alec Baldwin forgot all 3 of those rules.
Damn it! The $5. Which one are you guys getting?
Yeah.
General Grievous.
You got Grievous?
I did too.
Well, it's tough to have a grievance over that. It's fine. It was funny. You'll be okay. Manage variations. Let me just pick one that Zira just dropped there. That should be because they paid the good money and didn't get the good donation. That's just bullshit. Well, I got it. Here we go.
That was a good donation.
No, it was a good.
It's a great donation.
No, it is, but it's, I know. Who understands gun safety? Children. Children are the future. Teach them well and let them blast away. You have to. I can't do Dionne Warwick, all right? I don't have the pipes for it. It's fine.
You're not trying hard enough.
Not with that attitude, I won't be. Zero, thank you very much for the $5. Ahoy, hoy, Polly. Ahoy, hoy, Zero. I was cooking up these pork chops for my keto diet. I took a look at these tasty slabs and said, man, these pigs must have been made some pork life decisions before ending up on my plate.
Not bad. Not bad.
Pork life.
Yeah. A pork life. That's Blair.
What would I'm just thinking. Booty Booty.
Yeah.
What would her book be called? Would it be the Pork Life Chose Me?
Cookbook.
I would.
Oh yeah. That's good. Yeah. Where's the beef?
Nice. Okay. I'm not fat. You're fat.
I love that you love that joke the most. Then.
Well, you know the thing. I'm not drunk. You're drunk. You know that whole just return the accusation, right?
Aaron Athos suggests large and not in charge.
Nice. But my mind's swimming with like, how do I do? The government needs to pay me because I'm fat. I know there's got to be a way to make that as a joke.
Health benefits.
Well, that's just.
I don't know. You call it welfare over there, don't you? All right.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, like benefits from a job. You could still make it work if you workshopped it and sandboxed it. We could make it happen.
Bottom of the welfare.
Nice.
Poisoning the welfare.
Moby Beauty. That's a good one. Moby Beauty. I like it.
My sound just died. What are we talking about?
Booty Booty's the name of her book. What are the possibilities?
Oh, fuck it. Somebody hit that in a stream a while back. They called it From Beeson to Beatus.
Oh, that's good.
Revenge of the White Whale. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Well, I mean...
Oh, Bryce, Moby Thick. Come on.
That's
one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Or what's her name's husband could have a book. Captain Arab scores the whale.
Polly, up top. 10 out of 10. Fantastic work.
Captain Arab. Okay, anyway. Drunkle, I haven't asked. How are you doing, man? How's things?
Bro, it's been a rough day, man. It's been a rough day. My phone hasn't been charging, right? I put in the cable, it just ain't charging. I got to slap it around a bit like it's just burnt a roast. And that's been going on for a couple of weeks, and today it just wasn't fucking doing it. So I've had to get a new phone. So I phoned up my service provider and everything. Do you still do that thing where if you renew your contract, then you get a phone? And they go, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And they went, yeah, you got to pay though. And I go, fuck. So
and dearly.
Yeah, you do. I was paying £7 for my phone bill before, and it's gone up to 30 now. But it's still
wait a minute, £7 a month?
Yeah,
that's for your mobile plan.
Yeah, I just have bare minimum because I mean like, I'm always connected to Wi-Fi, so I don't need.
That's not a lot, man. That's not a lot at all.
No, it's amazing. No.
Yeah.
No,
okay. All right. I thought you were complaining. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It was that. It was that. Now it's gone up to 30.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was, which I mean I've not really got, and they took 30 out of it up front as well for fucking
$30 for your phone.
Well, no, £30.
Yeah, 30 quid
a month for 36 months. It's quite a lot, actually.
Is that the service too, or just the device?
That's the service as well.
Oh, man.
Oh my god!
You don't come to America. You'll just choke when you get a mobile. Excuse me, a mobile bill,
dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and then it was 30 out as well, like up front for it. Okay, all right, fine, because you know, I think my phone's old. I've had it fucking 10 years, I think. It's just. You know, it's never needed to be repaired or anything. I've not shattered the screen. I've treated just look after your shit. I don't have one of them screen protectors and one of them like fucking gay rubber things around the side.
Hey,
just look after your shit. And
I got one of them gay rubber things, man. It's just.
Well, okay.
Go ahead.
One too.
You clip that.
I mean,
yeah.
Just look after your shit is what I'm saying.
But when I shattered my screen, it slipped out of my hand. No, I didn't drop it in the toilet, but I did drop it in the bathroom, and it hit the hard bathroom tile. And guess what? Spiderweb screen. It just
Yeah, I've dropped my phone in the toilet during lockdown. That was fun.
All right. So go on. So you know.
Yeah, so for what, new phone day, and that's fine and everything as well, because my camera's been fucked for a while. It's all blurry and it's just old. You know, the battery is just fucked now. It's just, you know, it's entropy. Things just die. But then I've just finished over on Twitch, and just at the beginning of that, I got a fucking text message saying, "Oh, yeah, here's your new data plan." Okay, cool, thank you. And I went, "Here's your new phone number." I went, "Wait, what? I don't want a new fucking phone number." So now I've got to fucking text everyone going, "This is my new fucking phone number." It's just such a fucking hassle. And of course, that's how fucking most scams start as well, isn't it? Getting your friends and family to believe that you are not who you actually are. "Hi, this is my new phone number." So now I got to go through and like fucking make a reference to something that only I would know about them as well. Prove that it is actually me. All because my phone's fucking old. Ah! But it does cut. I'm also getting a free laptop with it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, as a gift, you get a Samsung Chromebook with £300. Oh, okay. That does take the sting out of it a little
I
bit.
have never. Sin, what is your monthly service around?
Oh fuck! For 2 phones, I'm like 130 something.
Yeah, that's it. I'm at 73. Yeah, and I'm like, man,
Jesus.
and that's me cutting it. That is my. That's pay as you go. I showed up with my own phone, man. I'm not paying for a phone. I bought my phone outright for $200. An unlocked AT&T phone. Yeah. I mean, this is what I mean. Like the prices that you're saying, man, to our ears sound like, holy shit! Is the government subsidizing this? What the fuck is going on? And you're getting free Chromebooks and shit. What?
Yeah. I mean, look, you both make more money than me as well, right? So it's all relative in that respect. But yeah, go a fucking free Chromebook with it. I didn't even ask for that. It's just happening.
I won't apologize for being poor.
I'm just gonna sell that on. Like,
speaking of being poor, all of my donation links are below. You can spot all of them. Some of them even redone in HD, like great ass. I worked hard on that, and it's extra creepy. Far believes that she's found a new sleep paralysis demon through it. So, you know, yeah, it's a big win. And you can also find Sin and Drunkle's PayPal links down there. PayPal. Streamlabs, but it's connected to PayPal, so it's kind of true. Links down below. And everything's a little bit cleaned up down there. Easier to spot, easier to find.
I went in a different direction.
Yeah, I got that.
Man, get out the gutter, y'all. Jeez. Lord.
I just uploaded 2 new donations, 22.57 and 30.50.
You had
I had them made, but I forgot that I had them.
Oh yeah. I fucking
very smart boy. Well, made. I had them edited.
I've got. I'm up to 10 Halloween donations now. Getting ready for Spooktober to start.
Oh yeah, it is about that time.
It's getting there, isn't it? It's getting there. Spoopy time.
Yeah, it's about time to bring back the Halloween donos.
Mm-hmm. And I'm finally doing it for the first time ever. That is going to be Halloween donations from your favorite drunken uncle.
See if I can't put a few more of them together.
But it's not easy to do, though, is it? Like, first you got to find them.
Yeah, it seems
it's not like you can just type spooky into YouTube and see what comes up. Do you know?
You can, but you're going to get a lot of like stock footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just grabbing any old clip from any old anywhere and putting it up without any fucking thought at all. I mean, no, we owe this audience better. So don't do that. Don't do that.
We don't owe these animals a goddamn thing.
Except our love and devotion and good shows.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of claim that we're going to be entertaining, so we kind of owe them what we've said we're going to do, right?
That's all free, though. That's all free. Love and devotion. Ain't no one paying for that. And good shows. I mean, come on. Our thrice weekly podcast. The best goddamn meeting online.
Yeah.
You lucky devils.
Boom. What's that noise?
That was Drunkle using a lighter.
Oh,
Very
is that
good,
what that
sir.
was?
Very good. Foley expert Sinatra over here.
It's not really a lighter, you know. What they're doing is pushing a comb across brushed velvet. That's what creates that sound.
God. I hate that. Just use a fucking lighter.
Well, you know the thing, right? You've seen the Foley BTS things where they're, you know,
Yeah.
beating and touching
Oh,
and shaking
yeah,
every damn thing
it.
in sight. Go ahead, clip that too. See if I care.
The embittering has come early this Wednesday. Yeah, I've done it. Look, some of the shit was brilliant because you're in a studio and they had like this. I guess the word is device. It was a structure. It had, and you could.
Why didn't I flinch? Because the laws of science differ fundamentally from those of.
Fuck you!
That's not 1776. What's happening? I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate anytime Neil deGrasse Tyson catches his own arrogance in the face, but let me just go back and see what's going on there. Skills of the Chief Librarian, thank you very much for the 1776. Woo! America, fuck yeah. My Primark new donation page looks very nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. I also updated the... let's call it that. Yeah, the donation page. You know, the Streamlabs page that these good people go to if they are so inclined to be able to donate to us. I reinvigorated and re-updated that. Also, do you prefer horse weaponry or chain weaponry? I love a good chainsword, but the Thunderhammer makes a great makes a big splat. Force weaponry more than chain weaponry. I know it's
That's a light
heresy.
statement.
Well, no, heresy carries weight in 40k. I know it's an untoward opinion, but I don't like the chainsword. I mean, bolter gun. I'm still watching videos on people making real life bolter guns, you know, fabricating them and shit. The changeability of the ammunition and everything. It's like Judge Dredd's gun, but just bigger and cooler and more badass.
Judge Dredd's gun. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm involved. I'm in.
And
I'm part of the
it's tough not to love it, right? So if you love Judge Dredd's gun, you'd love a bolter, man. Holy shit.
Was it always voice activated like it was in Carl Urban's Judge Dredd?
You know what? That's a... Well, it was.
'Cause I love
It
that
was in
bit where he
Sly Stallone's too, wasn't it?
I don't think I ever saw that one. He just whispers into his gut, incendiary.
Yeah. Don't.
Oh.
If you love the Urban, don't just leave the Stallone alone. Let it just sit there. Yeah.
Leave Stallone alone.
I mean, I like Sylvester Stallone. I actually do. Just that movie was a lot of mistakes. Who's the Saturday Night Live actor that's there 50% of the time for comedy relief? Comedy relief in a Judge Dredd movie. That's what we wanted. What's that fucker's name? Someone in chat's gonna know. We crowdsource half our wisdom here. Chat will tell us.
George Michael. Manilow.
No, that's Sinatra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut us a tune. Bleh.
Hit it, Sanu.
There was a little Spanish flea. A record star.
He thought he'd be. Why not a little Spanish flea? And that was still on beat. Count it out. I was doing it in my head. Rob Schneider. That's it. Thank you, Festonia.
He was in Stallone's Judge Dredd?
He's not on screen 50% of the time, but brother, it's seriously like 30% of the screen time is fucking Rob Schneider, man.
Why? Also, right, Carl Urban's Dredd. Lena Headey is the villain. Brilliant.
Oh, man. You don't get me started on Lena Headey. I won't. Just, woo. Queen Gorgo herself, you know? And...
Cersei.
I would say she's a good half the reason that Sarah Connor Chronicles was good.
I didn't see
she's
that.
just good.
Yeah. Well, everyone talks about Summer Gao Sin like as being like the reason to watch it. No, man. Lena Headey.
I know Lena Headey's good. She was Cersei, Game of Thrones. Like she's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
300.
Yeah. She
Queen
was,
Gorgo,
what's
baby.
Her face in...
I mean, that's the unsexiest name, isn't it? Gorgo? What are you, seriously, though?
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's a fat name, isn't it?
What movie are we missing, or chat, where Lena Headey is there being all of her heady goodness? We already named it 300, Game of Thrones, Judge Dredd.
I would love some of her Heady.
All right. That's That might be all of them.
Well, I mean, didn't she do a whole bunch of British shit too? Like, was
Nobody watches that though, so no one knows.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, BBC and Channel 4 and all them, they're known for their good espionage shows. Wasn't she in a spy thriller at some point? Come on, BBC, what are you doing?
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Oh, speaking of Game of Thrones, this is something that I spoke about earlier over on twitch.tv/DrunklePlays. So you ever heard of a singer called Lily Allen?
Oh, God. Yes? What of
Yeah,
her?
Right. Right. So this came up because people, the good people of YouTube, made some of her songs, but in Simish, the language from the Sims games.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
It's fucking brilliant, right? But then also she did a song called Alfie, right? Which is about a brother, a younger brother. And it was all like, you know, oh, he's staying in bed until 3 p.m. and he's constantly wanking and he's an asshole to me and everything, right? Alfie Allen, who was in Game of Thrones years later. And John Wick 1. He was Reek. Sin.
No shit.
Right? Lily Allen's brother. Is there? I mean, I'm there. Like, if there's a song about me wanking as a teenager, I'll be like, do you know what? I don't want to be an actor anymore. I think it's best if I stay under the radar.
Huh.
That's just me. I'd be pissed at my sister for that.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just trying to think my way through that. I'm not sure how that occurred, but all right. Wait a minute.
How you doing, Polly?
Well, me?
No, the other Polly.
Well, I'm all right,
Yeah,
I
Jesus,
guess.
man.
But,
I guess he's called Polly because there's more than one.
well, why'd you ask just right now when I was in the middle of fucking thinking my way through something? It's like, what's going on? Son of
I
a-
didn't
faster.
realize you needed complete silence in order to fucking cognitate.
It's cogitate, but why isn't it cognitate now that you've said it? I don't know.
It's cognate. I don't care what anyone says. It's cognitate. I'm
Now
putting
it
my
is.
foot down on
Right?
this.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, wait, but why?
It has been decided.
Why hasn't it always been this thing? I'm trying to find my way through to Patriotism Intensifies. So weird.
Oh,
All right, well, you know, scales, I appreciate it nonetheless. I'll do better. I'll up my game. It's fine. Oh, okay. So, Sin and I were talking about pop-out chats. Here's my pop-out chat, bitch. Okay, I can't get this shit to work. I don't know it ever since Firefox. There's the words I'm trying to think of. Updated. Whenever I pop out chat, it immediately freezes chat at that moment. It has to be embedded as a tab, like, or whatever tab you got it open in, to continue to work. So I've got a second instance of chat over there on my left-hand screen, so I can read what chat's up to, because it won't allow me to pop. Well, it will pop out, but it freezes at that exact moment. And I'm like, I was doing Noir Bar, and I'm like, wait a minute, why did chat suddenly? Did everyone just get up and leave? Because it froze and stopped
all
talking.
at the same time.
Yeah. Well, Sin, you can't even get it to pop out at all?
No, it just opens up in a new tab.
Huh.
And here I am sat with my popped out chat, just like lording it over you people.
Yeah, if I click pop out chat, it just pops it open in a new tab, but won't pop the chat out.
See, I think.
Whoa!
See,
Divine Petronate says Lena Headey was also in Devil's Advocate. What?
Wait. Who did she play in Devil's Advocate?
That's what I'm looking it up, man. I'm looking it up right now.
I'm trying to think through all the background side characters and shit.
Unless you're getting it mixed up with Charlie Theron.
Could be.
I'm not.
But I don't see how.
Well, it's just a woman, isn't it? No, I'm not seeing Lena Headey in.
Excuse me. Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, Sin. Damn
What?
it, Sin.
What?
I got Spanish Flea
get
stuck
you
in my
sick.
head. Fuck.
A little Spanish.
That's the one, yeah.
Rigby. Claire Rigby.
Was she his fat legal advisor?
How dare you? Don't know. Who's Claire Rigby?
That's what I don't know. It's Claire.
Wasn't she what's her name's friend in Legally Blonde?
I've never seen that.
I know, neither have I.
Ooh,
I just
yeah.
everyone references that movie like it's something you need to see. That's how I ended up seeing Mean Girls, because people wouldn't stop talking about it. And then I'm watching Mean Girls, and I'm like, wait a minute, that blonde that everyone's afraid of, the lead Mean Girl, that's Ari Bezzarides from True Detective season 2. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And it was
Rachel McAdams or something.
exactly. I'm like, what are you talking about? She needs to play femme fatales or hardcore women. Like, what is she doing playing blonde meanie? I mean, my God.
This is Devil's Advocate, the TV movie. It's not the same one. It's not the same one. We just got ham-boxed by Divine Petulance right there. But it was
you asshole.
It was just enough. There was enough truth in it. Good work, Divine Petulance.
Don't like this. I mean, so what happened to the Devil's Advocate TV show? Every week, the devil has a new potential Antichrist son?
No, it's like fucking Devil of the Week.
Jack.
No, it was a TV movie. It was only on once, but it was, straight to TV.
Was this after the movie or before?
Same year, both 1995.
What? All right. Does anybody think that Matthew Perry, rest in peace, was in any way responsible for his own death?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure? Because all of the stories I'm hearing is that it was pretty much everyone and anyone. Like the guy that lived a block away from him, who never met him nor was aware that Matthew Perry, he was an enabler. Like, what? Did Matthew Perry contribute in any way to his own death by you guys' thinking?
He had drug problems for a long time.
Well, yeah, he did. And okay, it's tragic and he's a tragic figure, but passing the blame and responsibility on to anyone and everyone around him, family members, agents, publicists, like I said, the guy who lived opposite him.
When you pass the blame on something like this, it just kind of absolves the people who were actually there, who were supposed to be the ones you think would be like, hey, man, we're going to get you some help, and didn't. They're absolving themselves more than him.
Is that what you think? I mean, that's not bad. So you think what's going on is that people do feel guilt. That I damn well knew this. I saw it for years. Didn't think it would end up in him dying, but it did. And now they're trying to get some absolution through shifting blame.
Or he could have been a fucking dickhead, and if anybody pushed him too hard to get sober and shit, he'd be like, you know what, you're cut off, you're not getting anything.
Whoa, those are two entirely different reads, man. Holy shit.
No, I'm just saying it's a possibility, but either way, the outcome is the same. It's the people who, whether for selfish reasons or not caring reasons, did not force him to get help the way they could, because there are people who are never going to get help, like Bam Margera. Okay, that's a sad fucking case. He was arrested, it's like a week ago, again for suspicion of DUI, but he is a dickhead and he does threaten people like that. So people either don't want to help for whatever reason or are not helping for whatever reason, but the end goal is the same. So I think people that say shit like, oh, it's everybody else's fault, people enabled him, I think they're just passing the buck off from themselves for not doing what they should have done.
Well, I'm just thinking over what you said. Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you out.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I'm just like, I'm thinking this through. Because if you do anything related to psychology, you're going to end up doing a lot of addiction and enabling and comorbidity, and the personal responsibility falls pretty far from that fucking blame tree.
Yeah. It's I mean, of course there's outside factors, but at the end of the day, he's the one who kept doing it, so
Yeah. And when you got that fucking friends money, that's fuck off money.
yeah.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just looking for something real quick.
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring the whole fucking showdown right there.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
But it is worth thinking about. Like, it could be, you know, he would threaten people, kick him out of the will, whatever, because he was going down that road for a long time.
Yeah, and when you have that friends money and the back end money was included, like meaning DVD sales, stream sales, like
everything.
Yeah. And it's like they're getting $1 million an episode, and then they got the back end money too. Yeah, his will fucking matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's that's how you get IP pimps, as I call them. People that are like the great grandchildren of somebody who was actually creative, and they run around claiming that they're, get this, protecting their relatives' creativity or protecting the legacy. Like the great grandkids of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who are still insisting that they're protecting their great grandfather's legacy. No, you guys just haven't created anything with your life, and you want to ride free off of his creation. So you run around suing everybody, even though he's totally in the public domain. But you think that they would rather settle than having their production caught up in court and having a stay and a freeze put on them being able to make anything. Oh, let's just break them off a piece. And then they go away. Yeah, they're IP pimps, man.
Yep.
Looking at you, Barbara Broccoli, you didn't create shit. Your father didn't create shit. He made a deal with Ian Fleming for something that he actually created. And here's the scumbag producer's daughter running around talking about protecting her father's legacy that didn't do shit other than buy the rights to some books. And now she claims she owns the character of James Bond. No, you don't. But she's fought it out in court so hard for so long that, yeah, she pretty much does own the character of James Bond. Even though, no, she doesn't. She just owns the rights to certain books that has James Bond in it. Isn't that annoying? Man, I hate Barbara Broccoli. Well, I despise Barbara Broccoli. Her means and her methods are beneath my contempt.
Oh.
Yeah. So that news.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the tabs.
Tabs. Tabs. Well, let me just share the screen with all y'alls. Boom. Look, it's a screen. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start off with some news. Starting off with bang. OpenAI staffers reportedly taken aback by ominous logo rebranding. The company is reportedly switching its current logo for a black O.
Why?
Why?
I think that I came across this story repeatedly, and the question for why is, why are you all reporting on this like it's the biggest deal ever? Like, I can understand reporting Twitter become an X, and it's like, okay, it's a huge platform, lots of people use it, I get it, Chat GPT and so on. Yeah, okay, OpenAI, but who cares? Like, what's the?
Well, I mean, because we were just talking about fucking copyright and owning the rights to things as well. At least the X logo, formerly known as Twitter, is in a very
the right to O.
Well, there you go. It's in a very particular font, whereas this is a black circle. So OpenAI is saying we now own the letter O.
Did AI design the logo for them? Good question.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. The company's hexagonal flower symbol, which you can see off there to the left, is gone. Instead, it's replaced by a large black O, or simply a ring or circle that staffers reportedly found devoid of creativity, ominous even. Are you sure they're not just aiming towards pictograms as opposed to text? That just seems a common thing with logos. So what? It's like the golden arches. Why write McDonald's after it or cut Donald's after the big M if the M is sufficient?
It's symbolic, isn't it? Because the O is, goes on. It's in infinity, Not like the 8 on its side. That's one thing. But the O, that's a simpler infinity. This is to symbolize AI learning off of AI. Which is why, because that's what it's been doing now, and that's why it sucks. AI has been feeding into its own fucking learning, and that's why it's shit. I'm not scared about AI. It's dumb.
Well, you know what bugs me about the Chat GPT? It is dumb and highly programmable, and it's a great tool. What I don't understand is why people are appealing to it for information. Like, write me a limerick about whatever or whatever. Like, there's great comedy there, and it's a great way to bust through writer's block, where you can list off 7 or 8 points that you need to put together, and it's like, write this and list off the points. I've used it for that, and it'll put out the 2-3 paragraphs for you, and it's like, okay, all this is written crappy, but it's on the page now. You know what I mean? So it's always easier to edit something than it is to fill in from staring at a blank screen. If you've ever stared at a blank screen, you know the pain of writer's block. Drunkle, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, man, fucking hell, not just with writing scripts, but fucking essays, bro.
Well, that's what I'm referring to, is the essays and papers and what I just call paperwork in general. When you're trying to write up white papers and shit, oh, God.
You get away with essays, I think, but when it comes to your creative writing, if you're going to be like, oh, right, I need to, get from point A to point B, let's see how Chat GPT would do it. Just stop fucking writing, mate. You know
really?
Because at that point, fucking no, it's AI that's written it for you, isn't it?
You're not doing too much there.
No, right? Just don't let the teacher know that change it enough so they don't know that you've copied me, kind of thing. Don't use AI for creative writing or even the inspiration for creative writing. It defeats the whole point.
If you're looking for it to bring up ideas like nice callbacks and so on, like round up the usual suspects at the end of Casablanca, or the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was make it. You're never going to get AI to do something like that because it's a human thing. That we find it interesting, 100%. But I don't know, the way you just said it, it's like if you're trying to get from point A to point B and you can't figure out how to do it, let's let Chat GPT do it. I mean, even if it's a bad idea, it starts the spitball rolling, don't you think?
Yeah, but then your story's not your own, is it?
No, I'm not saying write what they did. It's
no, but even then, you're inspired by AI. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Well. But
I mean, I get what you're saying, but
you open up the first page of a book, and it says, "To my darling wife, who was always there for me," and also Chat GPT.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Speaking of AI, you want to see the new? You want a peek view? A peek view, not a preview.
View.
Do you want a peek at the preview? A peek view?
I want a preview at the peek view.
Okay, of the new Noir Bar thumbnail for this Friday. You want to see it?
Is it just an O?
No.
Nice.
Look at that.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah. Kayla's pretty awesome with the prompt-based AI. And so I'm taking different backgrounds that she created and then different Otter foregrounds and combining them, blurred out the background, add a little gun smoke here. You know what? The smoke that I was putting in there are actually just brush. They're actually just brushes in Photoshop. And I meant to put the cigar smoke in, but it was like late at night and I was tired and put it on the gun. And I'm like, wait, that's better. And just left it.
Shout out to your trigger discipline.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on top of which, this otter was happy and smiling. And I went and used the liquefy function and made them all frowny and angry.
Really?
Yeah, it's great fun. And there you go. This is yeah, I like doing the Noir Bar thumbnails as AI otters because it's fun. I got that idea off of Ethan Van Sciver. And that's for free because people shouldn't be charging you for AI. That's bullshit.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here's some AI character. Now give me money. Come on. Based on how the publication sources described it, that new logo sounds like the complete opposite of AI's current one. Okay. I'm just going to say it. Everyone's saying it looks like a vaginal maw.
I see. I would have gone butthole before vag.
Do you think there's a bunch of coding nerders, a bunch of coding nerds out there that are like straight up virgins and
hard R and everything? Huh?
Well, it wasn't intentional. Now, you mentioned Lily J. It's the asking questions in chat. Final thing on chat GPT, it drives me crazy. Don't ask it questions. It's not an oracle, guys. It's a text AI. That's it. You can go into it and say, answer all of the questions related to American politics, related strictly to UK politics, like if you're going to be asking a question, right? This bitch obviously goes in there and says, answer all questions in line with Islamic theology, in line with Christian theology, whatever, and then asks it, is God real? And it says, yes. Was Jesus a prophet or a god? And it's like, a prophet. And so she creates all of these viral TikToks off of AI is Islamic and based and so on. And, the Trinity not real. And so it's like, but you could just, hundreds of people have done videos just shown, look, you can just ask it to constrain its answers in a given way. And this fucking foolish bent is sitting there, acting like with these fake shocked faces like, oh my God, I heard a creak at 3 a.m. Don't click on this video. Woo.
But then you can also ask it how many R's are in the word strawberry, and it says 2. So I don't think ChatGPT is really, your one-stop shop for theological discussion.
No, probably not.
Well, I'm done. That's the best way it could have been summed up. It is not your one-stop thought. What your one-stop? Well, she's a one-stop thought, isn't she?
Yeah, technically.
One-stop shop for theological discussion. No, it's not. No, it's not. Illegal casino in Fresno uncovered by police officers say. Now this is...
Oh, cool. Oh, I love an underground casino, man.
Now, so do I. Love the idea. Underground poker rooms, underground casinos. And this is the kind of underground casino that I want. Look at that. Old school video games that you can bet on. The floor is dirty, covered in sawdust to sweep up the vomit. Yeah,
it's perpetually smoky in there.
Right. And like any good underground casino, it has guns and drugs.
Of course it does. What's the green stuff?
I think that's just the cellophane.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm so disappointed. All right, fair enough. That's not fair. They got new drugs. It's green. It's eco-friendly.
Yeah. Do you like how they're making the case for, this is how many rounds this gun holds. It was loaded with these.
Be kind of shit if it wasn't loaded.
Son of a bitch. Is Ron Corpse here? Is that a double stack para? It looks like the para ordnance symbol in the middle, and it looks like a double wide grip. But that's not enough rounds. But then again, this isn't enough rounds to make up for this.
I don't know if that's double stack or just super tiny. Or I don't know if it's not double stack, but it looks very tiny. So that could be, what's that, 38? No, not 38, 380?
Oh, you think it's that tiny? Maybe.
Yeah, that looks like one of those 25 little pocket pistols.
I don't know. It looks like a 3-inch 1911 to me.
Yeah,
it looks like an officer's
89
size.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just far away.
But no, those are little tiny, like, twomp bags. So that's a tiny fucking gun.
What the fuck? Am I blind? It says right here. I
just read that.
I didn't even see that it just names the guns while I'm trying to take guesses. It's a P80 9mm, a Kel-Tec 9mm. Hey, Kel-Tec.
Those look like
and a 6 Sauer 238
compared to those 9mm that are next to it. Like those look like 380 bullets.
Very strange that the P80 is in absolutely no way related to the P90.
The distant cousins.
Yeah.
Very, very distant.
Those look like 380 bullets. Look at the size difference between that and the SIG.
Normally it's my P45 that's on my table.
Well, there you go. 2 people were also arrested. 40-year-old. Fucking seriously? Cam phone, fan phone?
Sounds like a Bart Simpson prank call.
I was going to go Disney villain.
I mean, chat, I will leave this to you to decipher. What the hell is that shit? Okay, is that Polynesian? Is he from like Tahiti? Is it Cam phone, fun phone? No, it sounds Pacific Rim, doesn't it? And then his 28-year-old buddy, Kevin Peck. Fan Phone was arrested on suspicion of firearms and controlled substances. We're very suspicious that he might have had guns and drugs. Very suspicious. Substance charges. Peck was detained on a parole hold. Wow. Kevin Peck made it out easy, didn't he? They found meth in Fresno? I'm shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked. Moving along. New Jersey man charged with purposely hitting a goose with an e-bike. Right? It's...
Did he throw the bike? What? I guess he cycled into the goose. Oh, God.
Okay, Alec, it says probably Cambodian, and Patty wins chat for today for referencing Fing Fang Boom. That's
oh, nice.
That's very, very, very deep. Police in Hudson County say they arrested a 30-year-old man accused of purposely ramming his e-bike into a goose while riding a vehicle in front of Waterfront Park in Hoboken. So no, he went just for points, man. He was riding, he bared down, leaned in on the handlebars, and you are gonna die, bird.
Hoboken. Man, I like geese are assholes. So like, I can't. Animal cruelty, yeah, is one thing, but also it's a goose. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Because if the goose could, it would ram the bike into a person.
Yeah, they're dicks.
Yes.
It's Hoboken. Of course it's Hoboken. That's where Miss Tessmacher's mother lived. If you could tell me what film that's from, you win points. The incident occurred on September 11th. Ah, the day of tragedy.
Yeah. Not as bad as Jan 6th.
True. When Hoboken police responded to reports of an individual intentionally striking a goose at 5:35 at Pira Park on Sinatra Drive. Motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Fuck. Will his
but
fucking villainy know no end?
Steal me that street sign.
Yeah, of course you do.
That's a good point, actually. I mean,
put it above your bed as well. Like, hey, Shelley, you want to come to Sinatra Drive?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Daryl Dell and patio furniture with it. Superman. Was it Superman 3, Polly? Nobody you know. Partial points. It was Superman 1, but not 3. Superman 3, Quest for Peace, underrated. No, wait. Superman 3 was Richard Pryor is inexplicably in a Superman movie.
You know, Marlon Brando played Superman's father.
He did, and didn't realize that Superman and himself were not actually from a planet called Krypton. The whole movie.
Didn't realize.
Yeah, if you go back and watch that movie, he doesn't say Krypton. He keeps saying Krypton. And he's...
Oh, really?
No, seriously. Okay. Yeah. He's like, here, the planet Krypton is in great danger. And it's Marlon fuck off Brando. Nobody had the balls to tell him, you're not doing it right, Marlon. So it's just, there it is.
Who's going to tell him?
That's what, which I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't. I would just, okay, whatever, man. We'll fix it in post or something, right?
It's Krypton.
Yeah, it's
Krypton. Yeah. Rewrite the script.
Except Jerry Schuster was wrong. It is, in fact, Krypton. But I'm surprised you guys remember. I guess Miss Tessmacher! Yeah. Gene Hackman's a legend. He made that movie work. Christopher Reeve, too, I guess. The suspect was identified as Andrew Mullen of Hoboken. Mullen was arrested and taken to Hoboken Police Headquarters, where he was charged with cruelty to animals and received a complaint summons for riding an e-bike on a walkway. It's not a crime to actually kill the goose, apparently.
Did it say he killed the goose?
No, it didn't, actually. Yeah. No. I was just reading down here if... Additional details about the incident were not available on Sunday, including whether the goose was seriously injured.
Because that's what we were all worried about.
Well, I mean, it did come up in all honesty. Drunkle was on it. But did he, though? I just assumed he killed the goose. Like, e-bikes are not small. See, I was assuming he was one of them. Like, sorry, what did you say?
You get them up to ramming speed. Yeah, that could do a bit of damage.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, when Admiral Gender Studies rammed them first order ships, it wasn't because their ship was big. It's because it was moving real fast.
But yeah, all right.
Mr. Smoker! Okay, so purposely ramming is good. I'm thinking about those e-bikes, the rentable ones, you know, that people just leave at places and then you use your smartphone to track down where one is if you need. Those things are always tank level bulky because they know people are gonna they're gonna beat them like a rented mule, you know, because kind of is. So I
hate them.
So I saw this dude the other day in front of a Subway, and I didn't know that this
like an underground railway or a shop,
a sandwich shop.
Right.
Well, let's be honest. Wet doughy slab of bread shop. Am I right? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
They asked me if I want it toasted. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. It might finish baking.
Huh.
Someone got spit in his sandwich.
Dude had, so one of them stupid banana board, boogie board looking things that you get on, and it's got the handlebars and the whatnot, so it's real long and narrow.
Oh, God, what? Yeah, what the fuck are those?
But you know what I mean? What are they called?
The fuck you talking about?
So it's like a really long skateboard with two tiny wheels at either end. And they come in different shapes and designs, and people insist they have different names. What's the generalized name for them? And
scooter?
It's like that, but like longer and fatter.
Are motherfucker? Whoa, wait a minute. That looked gay as hell, didn't it? What was that about?
I think that was the point.
Yeah. Are they just straight up calling them scooters now? Holy shit, they are. This is what I think of when I think of a scooter. These things.
That's a fucking moped, mate.
Yeah, but I think of like the Razor scooters.
Right, and this is what I'm referring to. So yeah, we're all on the same page.
But I've seen it with like a fucking seat. Oh man.
Really? Oh yeah, here you go. Look at that.
Wait,
this is kind of like a moped scooter. I don't like this at all.
So dumb. That's like fucking seeing one of the fucking Starfleet ships with one nacelle. So fucking stupid.
Anytime it's an odd number, it's a tragedy, man. Do you remember the final episode of TNG when the Enterprise had 3? It's like
fucking dumb.
You just glued another one on there, didn't you, model people? Yeah, they did. Talking about Star Trek, so Bryce is going to be like, does someone mention Star Trek? Look at this thing. No, the other way around. 2 in the back, 1 in the front. Go ahead, clip that. I don't care. I don't care.
I didn't even think.
I think that's 2 in the back.
You think so?
It's definitely 2 in the back.
Well, from the size of this, boogie chair here, it's like it might probably.
Does the back look like you can fit 2 of them?
That's a throne.
Yeah.
The bit's got like a fucking radio on it as well, hasn't it? Aircon.
Yeah. So, okay, I see this dude.
Shortwave radio.
Right.
$258. Never click on the shopping link. Fuck.
No. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that was. Well, I'm like, oh, that's the kind that bro had, so I kind of wanted it to use it. So it looked basically like this, like really small and minimalist, right? It just wasn't much to it. Okay, it was the wheels were even a little smaller than that, but so he gets up on it, and there was no sign of any kind of electrical automation of any sort, and he stands up on it, and he pulls out of his pocket some little, like unlock your car type situation, right? He just presses this button, gets on, and then he just cranks the handle, all of a sudden, zoom, and he was off, and he had disappeared from the parking lot in like 2 seconds. I'm like, I need that in my life. That was so cool. He just took off out of nowhere. You could put little backpack straps on that thing and walk around with it. Like this is something Doc Brown would come up with, man.
I mean, by the same token, why don't they make drones that you can sit on?
You mean like with 4 propellers and take you up in the air?
Yeah.
Well, we were looking at one of those on Noir Bar. Guy did make one that you could not stand up in, but sit down in like a cockpit, and it flew you around.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Thank you.
He made one. I mean, and that thing moved, man, because it just needed to get like a few feet off the ground. Now it's airborne, so it was all about forward motion at that point. That thing boogied. Yeah. And there's Bryce. They do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do.
Bryce, Star Trek.
Yeah. So yeah, hitting a goose. There you go. But I mean, goose are big and goose are big and fat. Geeses are big and fat. I thought it would have just flipped him right over the top of it, man. I mean, you're not gonna like cut it in half. Come on.
No, but you don't fucking run it over.
Aim for the neck.
Well, you don't think he ran it over? He just like.
No, I'm saying like if it's Goose versus Scooter, the Scooter's gonna win.
It's gonna win ultimately. That doesn't mean you're not gonna get thrown, though. You know what I mean?
What a scooter! It was an e-bike. Those things are heavy. They got a fucking big old battery and shit on it. It wasn't even a scooter, mate. That was a bike.
Bike. All right.
a honking great bike.
Montreal stabbing turns fatal after 19-year-old victim dies. Well, that's the usual order of events, isn't it?
Yeah, that will do it. Yeah. It's like the one requirement, isn't it?
Yeah. I just don't. And did ChatGPT write this article? Yes. That's why I found it funny. It turns fatal. Shouldn't you be referencing the charges have been upped now that the person has died? Stabbing victim dies. Like, that's what you want to go with.
The proper headline.
Yeah. And this is why ChatGPT is going to lead to, well, idiocracy, basically.
Fatal stabbing in Montreal. Like, yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think good writing is getting your point across with as few words as possible.
I feel like they do this stuff a lot just to drive engagement. Of course, but you know.
I think they're doing it to get us to talk about it on the best meeting online.
Probably no. News, weather, traffic, video. Thanks. Oh, that's another thing I want to. Have you noticed how many websites are doing this? That they only have one version of their web. Like, this is a mobile site. See it?
Yeah.
That's the purpose. We're going to make everything mobile. And so most of your real estate of your screen, if you're doing desktop, is just dead air, dead space. And yeah, they don't give a fuck because they know most of their content is being absorbed by people that are just doom scrolling.
Why would they do that? Because the kind of person that does that is they're not going to get past the headline.
Holy shit!
These people don't read the article.
Oh, dog, what have you been doing, man? You can't still be out there committing crimes. Totally looks like Lorenz Tate playing O-Dog from Menace to Society. Never mind, you guys haven't seen that movie. Okay.
Not in forever.
No, it's a good movie. You should watch it.
It is a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, that and From Hell. Did the Hughes brothers ever do anything else that was worth watching? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, yeah. By the way, did you hear what happened to fucking faggot-ass Trudeau?
Yes. I seem to remember seeing his smug countenance in relation to something.
Once again, right in the bullseye. Smug countenance. That's a smug, arrogant, adolescent countenance.
Don't give me credit. I got it off of ChatGPT.
Nice. Oh, the leader of the official opposition up there in Canada, Stan, Pierre Poilievre. Pierre Poilievre. He's the apple muncher. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never heard that.
He was doing a campaign event, Pierre Poilievre, at an apple orchard. You know, you go to the local state fair or whatever, right? And that's where he is. He's at an apple orchard. And some fucking journalist took the opportunity to accuse him of taking a page from Trump's book. And while he's sitting there eating one of the apples that they had available at the orchard, it's a masterclass in how to handle a bullshit reporter. I saw it on Megyn Kelly's show. She's like, I want this man to be the Prime Minister of Canada. I can't vote there, but do it anyway. It was really funny. I'll pull that clip up. It's worth watching. Any American politician should take lessons from the way that guy the reporter ended up leaving looking like a complete fool. He's like, well, people say that you've taken a page, or you've clearly, with your current rhetoric, taken a page out of Trump's book. We're talking another country, and they can't stop bringing up Trump's name, right? And he goes, who said that? Takes a munch out of the apple. And he goes, well, people out there. He goes, people? Like, what people? Who? Can you name someone who said that? And he goes, well, I don't know. And he goes, well, if you don't know, I'm not going to know. You're the journalist. It's your question. What do you mean you don't? What do you mean?
Said it.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean you don't know? And he goes, okay, so page from Trump's book, what does that mean? He goes, well, just with your rhetoric. He goes, I know you said that part. Takes another munch. But what is on this page you're referencing? What do you mean? It was
It's delightful. That's an actual movie trope, the obnoxious apple.
Right.
Shows,
you're right, it is. Yeah.
Disrespect to authority. I mean, a good example, the first, not the first, but the Chris Pine.
Yes,
Star Trek
as Kirk. 100%. Yeah.
As Kirk, yeah. And he gets called up in front of his fucking Starfleet superior, and he's eating a fucking the obnoxious apple, man. Brilliant move.
Well, Aaron Atlas, you're right. That video is old as fuck. Well, I don't know. Nyan Cat is old as fuck. That video's like a year old. But that is the guy who just...
It's older than that.
What's that?
I think it's older than that.
Okay. 3 years? It doesn't really matter. My point is that guy, in case you didn't know who I was referencing, tabled a no confidence vote against Trudeau. And so, boom, they're going to put it to a vote. And that could be the end of that guy's obnoxiousness in public government.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, wouldn't it, though? I was reading about the details of whether or not it's going to happen, and parliamentary procedure is complicated, and it may or may not happen. We'll have to see. Wouldn't that be a wonderful come November? Because if the no confidence vote goes, as it does in a parliamentary system, Drunkle, that triggers a snap election on the spot if a government falls. And it's like, okay, you mean Canada and the United States could both elect far better leadership in the same month? That'd be a nice... Can you imagine if it led to a mass exodus of obnoxious foreigners from North America?
We can but dream.
Yeah. Moving along. After eating up a fortune and failing to breed, pandas head home. Sid, you got what I was reading here, right? Did you? Okay. All right.
Just ate everything and fucking left.
Yep. Didn't do shit. Didn't fulfill any of the promises that everyone yacked about, but it ate up a fortune, consumed a whole bunch of shit, and then just went home.
Had a brilliant time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is an actual panda, not a dog painted.
That's
black
right.
And white.
Lumi and Pyrie, Snow and Fluffy, will be returned to China. Go back to China. Go back to where you came from.
Well, pandas are fucking idiots.
Yes. Yeah.
Everyone's, save the panda, save the panda. Let them fucking go extinct. For Christ's sake, fuck them.
According to the zoo, the decision to repatriate the animals is a sum of numerous developments. It was influenced by factors such as the impact of the coronavirus pandemic, a decline in tourist numbers, inflation.
Oh. They didn't fuck because of COVID. We should have known.
Yeah, well, yeah. They went like within 5 meters of each other.
Inflation and rising interest rates following the beginning of the war in Ukraine.
Oh, right. So pandas not fucking Trump's fault.
They were worried about being able to afford a house.
See, what I think is going on here
pandas.
is it somebody doesn't really know how to make the case in writing for something. It's like, you mean the zoo didn't have money to continue to support these expensive animals because of these factors, and you made it sound like the pandas were waking up in the morning and wringing their paws over the war in Ukraine.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't see it that it's right to bring a child into this world.
Sean Combs and Sam Bankman-Fried are sleeping in the same Brooklyn jail cell.
Holy shit!
Okay, this is the worst timeline? Oh, I beg to differ.
There's a movie coming out about this, I'm telling you.
The pair happened to be placed in the same dorm-style cell with several other defendants. So they're going to sit there and go like, so how did you become a pariah? Well, I corrupted like the political system much further than and undermined people's belief in a belief that was already really fragile. What did you do? Freakouts.
Lube.
Yeah, lube.
Lots of lube and dildos. Minors, a few of those.
Yeah, but my girlfriend and CFO is the daughter of the Securities and Exchange Commission. I thought that was going to be protection enough, but she turned out to rat me out. Oh, yeah? My girlfriend was a ne'er-do-well, barely talented singer, but I beat the shit out the bitch on film, so that didn't work out.
My other girlfriend was a minor.
These fucking two. Sean Combs being placed in the same cell as Brooklyn as convicted crypto fraudster Sam Bankman-Fried. Convicted crypto fraudster. Do you want to go back into Rolling Stone and see how much they trumpeted this guy as the man who's rightly supporting the Democratic Party, even though he's made trillions? They loved him. Loved him. So you remember? This was the golden boy, right?
Oh, yeah. It could do no wrong.
He's all the finance people. It's like he's blazing a new trail into cryptocurrency and has created an entire exchange center for people to. This is unproven land, and what a brave man! And now he's crypto fraudster. Yeah, fuck off. These two are not not cellmates in the classic sense. There was no butt sex, but
that they know of,
right? I mean, this is a Brooklyn jail cell, so if you feel bad for Diddy being in jail or you're laughing about Puff, he'll always be Puff to me, will be in jail. It's like, they're not in the same small jail room. Rather, they're both sleeping in a large dormitory-style room at the Metropolitan Detention Center with several other defendants. The Time confirmed the arrangements through a source. But the Bureau of Prisons declined to speak on the matter. The agency said it does not provide information about the conditions of confinement. If the man hung himself with his blankets, that's what happened because we said so, including the housing assignments and internal security practices for any particular incarcerated individual. So never you mind why our cameras weren't working when that man hung himself with his sheets, even though his feet never left the floor.
Yeah, it's weird.
Never you mind what I'm alluding to. Moving on. Scientists test plot from the 90s film Combat... wow. Not only did I fuck all that up, I just about called them combat steroids.
Combat A steroids.
Now, anybody...
Is it Armageddon?
Yeah, it totally is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
Scientists test plot from 90s film to combat steroids, but does it work? No.
I mean, asteroids really are ruining the sport.
Yeah.
Top researchers may have uncovered a new way to combat catastrophic asteroid strikes.
Jesus Christ, Sin.
I know, sorry.
And you may recognize some of their methods from the silver screen. I don't like the Z's for S's trade. I don't. You don't say recognize. You say recognize.
It's an English publication, dude.
I know. I'm aware, and that is what I'm not criticizing the publication. I'm criticizing England.
I mean, look, there's an article on the right about Weatherspoon's pubs. This is such an English fucking publication.
And Paul's Choice retinol serum. Yeah, I read that a little different. Let me tell you. Moving on.
Yeah, I read rectal.
Yeah, right. It's okay. It's not just me. Okay, I just. We got combat steroids and rectal serums. Physicists at the Sandia National Laboratories, who work to ensure safety and security of the United States nuclear arsenal, conducted an experiment that showed how a mega pulse of radiation from a nuclear blast could vaporize part of a nearby asteroid. And in the words of Robert Loggia, risk turning one falling danger into many.
Loggia.
For Robert Loggia.
Oh my God. It's Robert Loggia. If I didn't adore Robert Loggia, like legitimately, that would not have been funny. But because of that, it was hilarious.
E for everybody knows Robert Loggia.
Holy shit. The blast is so significant that it would heat up the surface of tens of thousands of degrees and produce a rapidly expanding ball of gas. Oh. So after Sinatra goes to Chipotle. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What? It's the Chipotle. It's not you. It's fine.
It's rude and accurate.
Look at this. In the movie Armageddon, Bruce Willis dropped a bomb down a drill hole. That makes it sound some kind of way, doesn't it?
It does.
This method is not too dissimilar from Bruce Willis's approach to the... Excuse me. Let me say that again, because you don't need to do the Willis. Watch. It's easy. The method is not too dissimilar from Bruce Willis' approach in that just don't add any plural.
They should have called it the Bruce Willis approach.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You just got Willised. Okay. He dropped a bomb down a drill hole. Now, I'm going to leave that alone. However, unfortunately, this would not work. Writing in Nature Physics, the researchers emphasized...
Nature Physics.
Yeah. Yeah. But you don't think that's a legitimate publication, man?
Oh, I thought they were just calling it Nature Physics.
The study of nature physics.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. They emphasize the level of devastation the asteroid could cause. Asteroid impacts are among the many natural hazards facing civilization. Thanks. Although many asteroids bypass the Earth and cause little damage, unfortunately that is true. The largest collisions have led to regional devastation and even the elimination of habitable climates. Although rare, the elimination of devastating impacts has become a national priority. Because people like Far and Polly keep wishing for it to happen. I wonder why. Devastating asteroid collisions are incredibly rare, with a catastrophic 6-mile wide rock that wiped out the dinosaurs, according to a random theory, dropping on the Earth 66 million years ago because a movie said it did. Yeah. Hey, there's the bitch right there.
That bitch.
That's Sam Bankman-Fried's creepy nerd girl. That's her. See, look at that. Look at that piece of ass. Don't tell me you wouldn't want to get up in that. I mean, you're one of the world's first trillionaires. Come on, man. Look at that, honey.
I will tell you exactly that. Dude, she a freak though. I'm telling you right now, she does.
She has to be.
The nasty shit.
See, everyone says that. Is it because this guy had so much money? Are you sure it isn't because of who her father is? Like why Sam Bankman-Fried was even fucking her? It's like, why'd you even bring her on board? She has no talents whatsoever in investment, coding, nothing.
Like father is also her brother.
No, it's her face. Just screams freak bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to know
Just
how you know that.
For whatever she can get.
I cannot quantify it. Do not ask me to make it make sense. But that is my story, and I am sticking to it.
Huh. Oh, okay. And if you want to support that or help us out with any of other untoward assertions about the world, you can find our links below. And remember, I'm poor. No, Poe.
What's going on in Sweden?
I don't know. What is going on in Sweden?
I thought that was your next
I'll do you one better. Why is Sweden?
See, no one ever asks how. Ever.
Nah. No one cares. Fuck Sweden.
Yeah. So feel free to hit them donations or tips below. The whole list is there.
No, it's not Sweden, it's Switzerland. God damn it, it's Switzerland. I always get them mixed up, man. Fucking Dignitas. Sweden, Switzerland, fuck.
What? What about Switzerland?
What's going on in Switzerland?
I don't know. What is going on in Switzerland?
Suicide pods.
That's right. Several arrested after woman dies in suicide pod.
Fucking Futurama nailed it.
Yep.
Oh my god, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Dude, this is an incredibly peaceful way to die because it removes the oxygen from the pod and fills it with different gas, right? So you
I got my own gas. Thank you very much.
Oh right. So you're not suffocating or anything, but your body's not getting oxygen, so you just kind of fall asleep and you die. But man, these things look so fucking cool. For something that kills you, it looks so cool.
Would you? If it looked like hobbled together in DIY, would you trust it?
It does.
Oh no, it might kill me.
Yeah.
Are you sure this thing is safe?
Yeah, no, that's not it. We're talking about whether it kills you painfully or not. Say, oh, this thing is totally painless, and it's like, but it's got rusty bits sticking out everywhere, and
doesn't look painless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not worried about whether or not it can kill me. I believe you can design a machine in your basement that can kill me. It's just whether it can do so painlessly is my question.
I don't like the wheels. It's actually on casters, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's a mobile suicide center, right? Yeah.
It's just, no, you should go to the suicide center instead of bringing it to you. Like they just wheel it into your living room. Like, oh, come on, Gran, catch us back. You know what to do.
Actually, Sam's got a good point. It does look like the cars in Demolition Man, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
And they look cool.
You could aerodynamically die.
Do you think they have pink ones for women?
Yes. Yes. I mean, I don't know that, but it's fair guess, man. I mean,
what color would you pick?
I don't know. I'm pretty partial to the blue I'm seeing here.
You like the blue? Yeah.
Steel blue looks pretty good.
Yeah.
You go for blue? Yeah.
I mean, if you went with a richer, like really saturated cobalt blue, even more so. And I love the little quote along the side to make it feel like I'm not doing something insane. We are made of star stuff. We are whatever, bro.
Dude, I hate that. We're made of star stuff. I hate it.
I know.
Well, stars. You start off so profound. We're made of star, and then stuff. Fuck's sake. Just petered out. Just gave up, didn't you? At the end.
We are all made of stars. It's okay. So you've got an empty hole in your soul, and you're trying to fill it with profound, hollow statements. Good luck with that.
With stuff.
Yeah. Foductivity.
Oh, that you can read.
Well,
it's all right there.
Well, yeah, but everything that I'm supposed to be reading is all right there. That doesn't help at all, man. Foductivity, how to be a great workplace slacker and get away with it.
And the article was written by ChatGPT.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god! It actually might be.
Can't chat now. I'm multitasking. Photograph, Tetra images, Getty images. I mean, you didn't even go take a picture of somebody in your office that was just, doing this. Yeah. Sin, you've worked construction.
Yeah.
Okay, so have I, right? Okay. Tell me something. Did anyone ever tell you get to work when you were walking fast and carrying a tool?
No, I was busy.
Like, you mean you actually were, or just you understand?
Yeah. I kept busy doing that shit.
Well, I don't know. When I did framing, whenever I was like off to go have a cigarette, yeah, I just walked fast and carried a tool. No one ever said get to work, fucker.
I would try to fuck off, but I often found it more work than just working.
Also, like, as she's holding the coffee and her phone right there, that's how you fuck up your phone, guys. Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And this looks like the poster for an early 2000s rom-com. I'm busy with my busy business.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I meet a man that totally changes my life. That sort of shit,
Yeah. This is a Lifetime movie right now.
Right. Yeah, Lifetime is the current iteration of the early Holy shit. Is Lifetime's whole shtick just to recreate the early 2000s in video form?
Or Hallmark, maybe?
Hey, you leave Hallmark Christmas movies out of there. They're delightful.
Dude,
But people say they've all got the same plot. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. They're heartwarming. What?
I saw this TikTok. It was a guy talking about Hallmark movies. He's like, so what, this entire town is full of incredibly attractive over 40-year-old people that are single? Maybe they all suck. If I see it again, I'll send it to you.
That's pretty solid. And why is it that the single man who's over 40 in every Hallmark Christmas movie I've ever seen is always a doctor, his wife died under tragic circumstances, and his daughter is well-behaved and adorable?
And they're really, really good at baking bread.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Someone's got a secret recipe for something. Cookies, bread, scones, if you will. Whatever. It doesn't make a difference. They're good at making something that's a family recipe, and they're going to share it with their new beau.
It was like, so your grandpa is Santa Claus? No, he's fucking not.
Yeah. The man just doesn't know how to trim his beard properly. It's different. I still love them. They're fun to watch. Okay, so let's find out what busy businesswoman, how she fakes her way to be productive at work. Name, productivity, age, decades old, appearance. I'll tell you when I've replied to all these emails. Hey, I know that one. I may or may not have some emails I need to reply to, and some DMs, and some chat messages, and some PMs, and shut up about it already. Now tell me, I said I will. I'm just rammed at the moment. Whoa. Is that a Britishism for busy?
Rammed as a goose. Yes, it is. Yeah, rammed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm slammed Slammed with work,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, slammed, so, yeah.
I have 3 back-to-back meetings later. Listen, let me tell you something about fucking meetings, man. I love chairing meetings. I love it. People don't love it when I chair meetings, but I love chairing the meetings. You know why? Because one of my favorite lines, I heard it in a movie one time. It goes, okay, we've gone around once. And people don't like that. They want to repeat themselves over and over again.
You don't let
I
them.
feel it's just you like making people suffer.
Well, you know, the movie that I took that from was Kenneth Branagh playing, not Himmler.
Goebbels.
No, Reich protector of Bohemia and Moravia, SS officer, was assassinated, shot dead by a squad of 4 guys on a street corner. He ended up...
Sonny Corleone.
Yeah, that's right. I was going with it.
Damn it. Anyway, there's a point where he's holding the meeting at Wannsee in actually a pretty good little made-for-TV A&E movie. Remember when A&E used to do quality shit? No, neither do I. I had to go back to find out it happened at one time.
Yeah, Breaking Bad was good. Walking Dead was good.
Those are A&E productions?
AMC.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't seem to fit at all. No, AMC has good shit. No question about that. No, A&E. Heydrich. Thank you, Sam. Yes, General Heydrich. And Kenneth Branagh plays him excellently. If you want to know how somebody runs a meeting to do the unthinkable, it's worth watching that movie just to see like a master actor, Branagh, play the heavy without ever really threatening anybody, just implying it. Right. And the way he said, he goes, all right, we've gone around once. I think we've heard from everyone. And then somebody says, well, actually, and he cuts him a glare. And I've gotten good at doing that. I love chairing meetings. It's great. You know what I overheard somebody actually say? It's like, well, I like the meetings. They're always to the point. He goes, well, if you consider authority just being male and having a deep voice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
That's 90% of it.
Well, yeah, it's like, okay, listen, I'm not going to apologize for being male, and my voice falls where it does. And what I hear from you has got nothing to do with anything you just said. You just didn't like the fact that you weren't able to talk and talk and talk. Like, man, we're in and out of here in 45 minutes because that's all we need. There's no reason for us to be here for 2 hours. Departmental meetings are a nightmare in academia because it's just a group of people that are absolutely convinced of their own superior intelligence. I need to speak. It's like, yeah, but you've already said all this stuff. The power of the phrase. Okay, we've gone around once. I think we know everyone's thoughts. No. Fuck. Anyway.
I need to speak. I need you to not.
Right? It's... I've also found the points on our itinerary are important enough that we need to get to all of them. Nice line. I heard someone else say that, and I was like, because you're implying that they are... You don't think this is all important enough to get to? Is that what you're saying? You know, but you don't actually need to say those words. It's just, I think
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Street turned into an Ibiza foam party after mystery foam oozes onto road. What is this? Something that Gen Zers listen to? Is this like
is this what the kids are doing?
Yeah. Is an Ibiza party? Like, is that what Ariana Grande's doing now? I don't know what's happening there. But anyway, I thought you'd like this, Drunkle. Look at this. Foam from the hinterlands.
He is muted.
I mean, the street was kind of okay, and then someone put a head on it. Now all of a sudden it looks better. That's marketing. Those living closest to the river were started by the surreal display outside of their homes. The river just started foaming up, bro. I'll tell you that. Ivory soap goes for days. Keep her damn. It's a sexy voice. Well, thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated. National Punctuation Day. That's it was not today. It was yesterday.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Were you being serious with Ibiza?
Do you know what it is? What is it?
Ibiza.
Okay. Are you fucking around?
No.
Don't handbox me, bro.
I'm not handboxing. It's the island that was famous for the fucking club scene.
Oh, okay. And how do you say it?
Ibiza.
And where is it?
So, in the hot part of the planet.
Oh. So it's a party island.
Party island, yeah. I mean, actually, you're looking at foam parties there, nightclub foam parties.
Now, I've of course heard of foam parties, but I didn't. Yeah, so I guess this is Sin and I are old men. We have no idea. We're drunkles out there globe-trotting the world to go to party islands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm throwing shapes in the Church of Dance.
You have no idea, man. He makes it rain. with poker chips. Now, National Punctuation Day, September 24th, 2024.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah, this sounds great.
Yeah. And they gave the classic example, and that's a good thing. Let's eat, Grandma, is very much different from let's eat, Grandma.
I always went for the eats, shoots, and leaves.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a very good one. And they go through the history of punctuationisms. And I will just leave this paused right here. And so you can go through and read as necessary from 900 BC, 200 BC, 400, 800, 1400s, and 1970s. Very, 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 very nice. Very, very interesting.
And now all of a sudden, people can't tell the difference between the spelling of loose and lose.
That's a good one.
You said a mouthful right there. Yeah. That and then and than. Come on.
God. Well, there, and there.
Right.
Oh, my God. What is wrong with people?
Two
and two are bad, but I can understand TO and TOO. Okay, you might not get it. I'm not going to sit there and fuck around with you on that. Okay, it's a.
I will.
Will you? You're going to go there?
Yeah, Sid's got you back.
Sin's filling in the petty holes. It's fine. Yeah. For me, the ones that I can't accept is where it's like, no, those are fundamentally different meanings in a very real way. There and then. I see people in chat all the time fuck them up, and autocorrect is not there to save you because the mistake that you made is still a correct spelling. They meant there, like as in them, THEIR, and they spell it as, THERE. And it's like there and than. And it's like, but you meant then. You really are functionally illiterate, aren't you?
Spag, bro. Spelling, punctuation, and grammar.
Spag up, scrub. The reason, yeah, it bugs me. And then somebody pointed out, but wait, these are people in chat that are typing like that, and they're trying to like lay out the law and explain how smart they are. Maybe you should just ignore them if they're functionally illiterate. I'm like, that's an interesting point. That's not too bad. It's here. I'm going to give you guys a grammar lesson. I know everyone's waiting for Polly's grammar lessons. I'm just,
man,
hear me out. It's fast. Okay.
Since Punctuation Day, actually, I've been waiting.
Okay. There it is. It is. There is no other time that you ever use an apostrophe in it's ever. Check it with whoever you want. Don't believe me. Test me. I see people fuck it up.
Possessive.
Never. I hear you.
No?
That is the question. There's no possessive ever with it.
Is there not?
Nope.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
You see, so that's all I want people to know is if you're writing it's because it's a contraction.
That is what we're going to try to do.
And the master wordsmith himself, Winston Churchill, comes in with the do with the good timing.
With the actually-er.
Yeah. Captain Actually, Gamer Valine, thank you for the 350. I feel attacked. Damn! Can I finish the semester before you judge me? No. I've told you, at any time you can shoot me your stuff, I'll be happy to proofread. You know that. Mario Camis, thank you! I admit I have trouble with different grammar things. Like Sin's got the sin and I, us, and so on. He's got that on lock. Oh yeah,
it needs to make sense without the other people.
And he's got that on lock, and it's great. But the rule and the description, like you said, it needs to make sense without the other people. You got to think that through. Here's a simpler rule for you, or a more simple rule for you. It's unless you're contracting, don't. And you can be a smart ass about it, and you'll be right. Just like no possessive. Well, but possessive is don't worry about it. It doesn't count with it's. It never does. The crown is on its head. Yeah. Because it is on it is head. Boom, moving along. Enoughly funny. Damn it, Cheshire Smurf. This is why Cheshire Smurf worries me. I'm starting to think he's like a conjuring of my own insecurities and shit. He's not a real person. Like, no one else is seeing this Cheshire Smurf in chat. I'm just, paranoiding him into existence. Because, funnily enough, yeah, that's accurate grammar. Say funny enough. Say the wrong one. It sounds better. That's my call.
Funnily enough, I don't like.
100% up top. Funnily? That's awkward as shit. It's correct, but it's just don't do it. It's like coccyges. Don't say that.
I didn't.
If you want to pluralize coccyx, say the coccyx of those two. Like, don't get around it with syntax. You know.
I can't think of any scenario when I would ever say that.
They fell on their ass, but you don't want to say that, so they fell on their coccyges. Don't ever say that either.
No.
Okay. Man claims hunting mermaids used to be a well-respected sport.
He probably did.
Where was the man who said that? What?
Now, personally, I'm interested in what a nice broiled mermaid would taste like. I'd shoot a mermaid in a fucking second, wouldn't you?
Where did this happen, Polly? Where?
And Alberg, I can't do it, man.
Come on, man.
Abergavenny. Abergavenny.
Abergavenny. Very close, though.
Gavenny. Okay.
Did stuff in your room start floating?
Abergavenny man said that he has been ordered to hunt and capture a mermaid by higher powers. And he made that audacious. Yeah. He made that audacious. He made that audacious claim not once. Not only was hunting the mythical sea creatures entirely plausible, but it was also a well-respected sport. He said audaciously with temerity.
Yeah. Does he have proof of this?
There's a photo.
Now people are more into their football, rugby, pigeon fancying. Is that like bird watching?
No, that's rearing birds, rearing pigeons.
Oh, okay. Fucking pigeons.
Yeah. No, that's big here too, actually. Keeping pigeons in a coop and training them to do the dives and all that shit that they do with the whistling and the clapping.
Races,
yeah.
If you don't, because I got a budgerigar. If all birds, they have like little bit, shit. They got shit in their feathers, dust and shit like that. If you keep them into an enclosed room with yourself, then that shit gets in your chest, and it's called pigeon fancier's lung.
Huh.
Isn't that what Foreman got in the one episode of House where he thought it was infectious and he stabbed Cameron with the needle?
I think that was down to a cop that was growing cannabis but using pigeon shit as fertilizer.
Yeah, isn't that how he got it though?
That's pigeon shit though.
You just said pigeon shit.
Well, it affected his brain. It affected the fucking grey matter in his brain, didn't it? As opposed to his lung. So yeah, pigeon fancier's brain.
There you go.
Or bird brain.
Okay. I'm going to read this. And there's a guy hunting mermaids, he's clearly out of his fucking mind. Tim Butters. That's not you.
Oh my God.
Come on. What's your real name? Jeeves. Jeeves on Pons Smithinson. Tim Butters. Okay. I brought this article up only because the text, the inline text in the body here was, it's absolutely worth it. And you're going to find out why. You ready for this? Especially you, Drunkle. I think you're going to dig this.
I'm ready.
Chat, here we go. The man's name is Turnip, who's doing the hunting. Okay.
All right.
Johnny Turnip. Now, this was Maine Silverball's running partner for a while until they had a falling out. So Johnny Turnip.
He's like the guy who saved Abergavenny while there was a drought.
So, paranormal investigator Johnny Turnip. Okay. It was a hard fall after doing private investigator work with Maine Silverball. It was.
Why would you go for the? Your surname's Turnip. Go by Jonathan. Don't go Johnny Turnip.
That's a good point.
Johnny Turnip.
It ups the credibility, doesn't it? Yeah, Jonathan Turnip
works. Just a little bit.
Yeah. It gives you a couple of points into the realm of people aren't immediately laughing. Maybe after a bit they will.
You need those points, Johnny. You need that credibility. Do anything you can.
That's hilarious. Okay, so here we go. Here's the little short section that just made my day. Turnip added, quote, I only know because an old sea dog named Captain Cornelius Clyde told me. The captain has roamed the earth for centuries, and he attributes his incredibly long lifespan to all the mermaid tears he used to drink in his youth. Turnip recalls that Big Tony, Puerto Rico Paul, and himself were put in touch with Captain Cornelius Clyde after they paid Paul's mother, the Witch of Tudor Street, to visit her to ask for advice on capturing mermaids.
Is this an episode of Gumball? What is with it? I mean, I'm down with Puerto Rico.
You guys can hear me, right?
Mermaid tears. Yeah.
OBS Studio just disconnected.
Oh, sorry, Sin.
Oh, and reconnected. Okay. That was weird. Just had
That's because you invoked the name of Big Tony.
Yeah, I guess. Chat can give us the F's and the X's and the scary faces if it disconnected. But yeah, I will. This story is legendary. Did you want to hear one more short paragraph?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Turnip said, quote, after we left the Green Man Festival and spent a few days binge drinking and trying to formulate a plan, but we couldn't hatch anything solid. It didn't help that Puerto Rico Paul had once had one of his sporadic meltdowns. Paul's got a very artistic, not autistic, artistic temperament. He just hasn't done anything artistic with his life, and sometimes he goes a bit Van Gogh on us. But he hasn't cut off his ear yet, but he's come close.
He's come close.
I'm
going to do it, man. I'm going to do no, Puerto Rico Paul. What would the Witch of Tudor Street say? Big Tony, grab the scissors. Get him off him.
That article was so worth it. That
was brilliant. That was a wild ride from start to finish.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, how's this for a ride? Attempted kidnapping suspect arrested in Columbiana County. Police say Friarmouth tried to grab the child but was unsuccessful and ran away. I'm done. I'm not telling the rest of the story. Just you look at that picture. This individual tried to grab a child in public.
That's Big Tony.
Now, I know you say, oh, the conspiracy theories around the freaks. No, you look at that 5 o'clock shadow and those picture perfect eyebrows and that incredibly believable wig.
But this doesn't happen.
No,
Polly.
Never happens. Why? Just why? Moving along. I'd rather be dead, Russian soldier says commanders flee and own snipers kill them. So, the reason for this is
still doing that. Huh?
Commissars be real. Yeah. Yeah, so if you're into 40K, you know, commissars are not that fantastical. Okay, you can, that's right. Saying.
It's the dark side of Warhammer.
Student accused of stalking, harassing McDonald's employee blames ChatGPT for encouraging him.
Oh, God, no.
That's pretty good.
I know. He asked questions, should I do this? And he said ChatGPT told him yes. He repeatedly said, but is it okay? And ChatGPT told him okay. Again, why are you asking it questions?
You earlier on, you said it was fine to use AI as inspiration. That's exactly what this person did.
To help you break through, writer's block, to help you connect some sentences that you frankenfuck together in a bad way. Little things, not life goals, especially if it involves fucking kidnapping.
I think you get writer's block when it comes to, putting together a ransom letter out of, mismatched newspaper font letters.
Yeah.
You're next. 2 on the nose. GPT, what do you think?
Sure. You know what? It's an idea. Hold on. Never mind. I want to. Okay, Sin, this one's for you. I saw this and I thought you'd get a kick out of this. Ex-Chicago cop, once a national TV pundit on policing, is now accused of being a police impersonator.
Oh, no. How is he an ex-cop accused of being an impersonator?
Well, let's find out. Dimitri Roberts, 44, was charged last week as posing as a federal drug agent in Texas. He was just trying to get the drugs. Yeah. He's also been accused of impersonating cops in California and Chicago in recent years. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
Did someone
They're
play
just trying to get
around with the
drugs, huh?
liquefy function, or does this man just not know how to trim a straight goatee? You see it, right?
Dude, it's
Yeah,
so
it's not
lopsided,
straight.
man.
You see
it's
it?
annoying. Yes.
Yeah. Like,
That's all I can see.
I want to open Photoshop and like fix it with the liquefy tool. After leaving
Good Lord.
I don't know. After leaving the Chicago Police Department, Dimitri Roberts became a familiar face on national TV. A former cop appeared on CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, and CBS News, offering his insights on police misconduct and proper law enforcement procedures. Now, Roberts has become the subject of news after being charged with impersonating a federal agent in Texas. They're not inviting their best on CNN. Yeah. And Dimitri Roberts? Do you see it? I don't see it. I mean, I get Chang Dimitrios from you.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Not-
Like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I get exactly what you're saying.
Sin and I are
got
the same
Puerto
kind
Rican
of
pole.
racist. It's
Yeah, the name doesn't match the face.
no, not even a little bit.
That's Puerto Rico Paul, mate.
Nor does that goatee match that face. I'm just, whew. We could be about to have the world's new smallest country.
So
Oh.
smaller than Vatican City.
That's exactly the point that they're making here. You most likely haven't, or at least not yet, but if all goes to plan, you will soon be aware of the world's smallest microstate, a Muslim version of Vatican City. See, the problem there is...
London, right.
No, son of a bitch. Why didn't I see that joke coming, and why didn't I make it myself first?
You know what it's not, though?
A joke.
Palestine.
Well, yeah. A 10-hectare patch of land in Albania's capital will have its own passport, borders, and administration governing religious issues without Tirana's involvement. Albania is roughly 50% Muslim, but just 10% of that population are part of the Bektashi order. Bektashi Muslims are the fourth largest religious community in Albania after Sunni Muslims, Catholics, and Orthodox Christians, reflecting the order's tolerant Islamic practices, a phrase I'm willing to wager you've never heard before.
I've heard people say it.
Yeah. I've heard the claim, but yeah. Speaking of the United Nations, Rama noted that his tiny Balkan nation of 2.8 million sheltered Jewish refugees from the Nazis during World War II and gave asylum to Afghans after the Taliban took power in 2021. Both of these reasons were because of immense financial funding to do so. It wasn't out of a generosity of spirit. I just putting that out there. So yeah, they want to be the Vatican City of the Muslim world. The problem is they don't, have a 2,000-year-old historic claim or any legitimacy or anything else of the sort that Vatican City has. I mean, Peter and Paul were both executed there. What do you guys got? Is that where you killed Ali? Oh wait, I don't want to pick that Islamic scab. Moving along.
They executed Puerto Rico Paul?
He owed too much money.
I've got to turn that into its own like source material, man. I got to write like a show Bible for that, create a whole mythos out of it. Wow.
The Ballad of Big Tony.
Yeah. Big Tony comes back to town, main silver ball stalking the streets, looking for the girl who disappeared. Puerto Rico Paul.
The Witch of Tudor Street.
Yeah, Puerto Rico Paul knows something about it, and he's back on his old haunts on Tudor Street. Yeah. It's sort of writing itself. We don't even need ChatGPT to write for us. It's just,
Right. We got it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to that titular article. Fuck,
do it.
how did I even say it all alliterated? Did Cobbled Camel Crocs? Well, you thought I was making it up. There they are. Camel Crocs.
What the fuck?
Customized shoes give camels new lease on life. Oh my God. They've got camel
right.
shoes.
I thought that was just some unfortunate soul's legs, but no, it's an actual camel. Okay, right.
No, it's a literal
Wow.
camel, man.
Okay, yeah.
But why?
But why, though? There's the ultimate question. A camel's been given a new lease in life after a cobbler was tasked to make shoes for him. That's right, cobblers still exist, as do tailors and haberdashers. Earlier this year, Stuart Moss from Mossy's Shoe Repairs in Salisbury, Wiltshire, received a phone call asking him to make shoes for one of Lady Chichester's camels. This really should have been an article for you. So,
Salisbury, you got Wiltshire, fine. Chichester.
Lady Chichester's camels. Temujin, this 27-year-old camel, could barely walk after suffering a stretched tendon on the back of one of her legs, on back of one of his legs, when Lady Chichester decided to mount him. I've never been.
Wait, what?
Get on top of, ride. Not in the way you mean it. Get away from porn. Fuck, touch grass, man. Shit.
No.
Oh.
This was my one thing.
It's my thing. I've never been asked to make a pair of shoes for a camel before. I don't think you needed to say that, Mr. Moss.
No.
Yeah,
that's a given.
Yeah, people would have assumed so.
I mean, it's news.
Here he is, cobbling. Look at the grip that fucking camel has, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck your Chuck Taylors. That's better grip than you're going to get with them old bastards.
I wanted to say those shoes ain't cobbled together, but they are.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that's where it came from. Somebody had to tell me that. It's like, yeah, that comes from cobbler, right? I'm like, holy shit, I see your point. Yeah, because a cobbler cobbles together different materials. You see? It all makes sense.
Yeah.
Mr. Moss says that meeting Temujin was a harrowing experience. Did you get spit on? The tendons are in the back of his legs. They had stretched. So rather than walking on his pad, he was walking on his actual backs of his legs. He was quite man, shoot him.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying meanly. I just mean you can harvest the fat in their humps. And
yeah, we've got Gorilla Glue. Let's have Camel Glue.
Let them die. Like, what is this? Is this Lady Cheshire's emotional support camel? I don't.
How you can't say Chichester, but you can say the camel's name?
Chichester. Well, I could say it, but I forgot. Chichester.
But you're fine with Temujin.
Well, you think I'm saying that right? It's pretty generous.
I mean, fuck, I don't think there's a wrong way of saying it, to be honest.
How do shoes fix the tendon, though? Because the pads of his feet were so sore that the Camel Crocs alleviate the pain because of the big grip that he's put on them, that he doesn't feel the need to do that. Like his tendons are all stretched out because he's walking on the back of his legs, because his pads are sore. There. They didn't explain that in the story because BBC. This isn't Pigeon BBC, by the way. This is Chloe Harcombe. Actually. What?
Fucking Pigeon BBC. I keep forgetting that Pigeon BBC exists.
Oh, yeah. That's totally a real thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
With their... with the lack of clarity here, you would think that this was Pigeon BBC. I can't believe that that's not the most racist thing on the internet, but somehow it's not. But yet saying they're eating the cats? Racism! It's like, have you ever been to Pigeon BBC? Holy shit. I did. Yeah.
It could be the most racist thing on the... 4chan still exists.
Eh.
That's the most racist thing on the internet.
I would argue Pigeon's worse, man, because it's implying, like... It's done in jest and tongue-in-cheek, and there's lots of jokes and memes. That's 4chan. Pigeon is 100% flat-faced, dead serious.
I like it. I'm a Pigeon fancier.
Yeah. Well, okay, that brings us to the end of our show here with the cobbled camel crocs. There they are.
I like it.
In the meantime, while I ask these gentlemen what they've been up to, if any of you have any questions, please put them in chat. ChatGPT, you're not welcome to. And we will answer them right away with ChatGPT. Drunkle, how's the gamage going?
Not bad, sir. Not bad. We had Technology Tuesday yesterday. Today we had Weeb Wednesday. There's not going to be anything tomorrow because I'm working deep into the midnight hours. But on Friday, we've got 5-Figure Friday, we've got Thief Simulator, and Sleeping Dogs on Saturday, actually. And I said earlier on that, yeah, I'm going to cobble together. There's a little bit of Jackbox on Sunday if you want to come along and play over on Twitch.tv.
Are you actually going to?
Oh my God, St. Michael, shut the fuck up. Over on Twitch.tv/Drunkle Plays.
Very nice.
I looked in the chat.
Sin, how's it going with you? How's it going by you? What have you been up to?
It is going forward. October is going to be a very, very busy month for me. I already have like 4 shoots booked on weekends and stuff, but I am going to try to get the rest of that one creepypasta done. Hopefully in the next week, I'll have time to just bang that out and get a bunch of other stuff going. But you guys can always check out the Sin and Sash channel for the latest fuckery over there. That's always a good time. And the highlight clips that I upload throughout the week.
Okay, nice.
Hell yeah.
There it is. Drunken uncle's deleting shit all over the place. What the hell, man? What's going on?
St. Michael going, are you sure this time? He always fucking does it. I fucking hate you, St. Michael.
Literally after I said it. It's loading. Hold on.
Okay. I was just about to say, you're going to get that there.
Do you think I should do an actually podcast? Yes.
Ryan Morset, where can I get some 30 Luger? Your reloading bench. I'm not being a fucker. It's actually pretty easy to reload, and you can parent other cases to make it pretty simply. You don't need actual 30 Luger cases. You can buy them from Starline Brass, but you don't need to. Reloading is actually a very simple process. Don't let Sin's fear convince you that it's not worth doing. It's totally worth doing, and you can do it quite cheaply. A Lee Anniversary reloading kit that gives you everything you need except for the consumables is like a couple $100. Do the math on how much ammunition you would have to buy to get up to the $200. You see what I mean? You're already into saving money within like your first like 7-8 boxes of ammo, depending on the ammunition, of course. But if you need to buy it loaded, I believe that what's that Texas ammunition remanufacturer? Tune in on Friday and I'll have the answer for you, man.
Texas Instruments.
Yeah. Tune in Noir Bar and I'll fill you in, man, if I can't remember on Sin Show on Friday. And speaking of which, where can they find us next, Drunkle?
We're going to be back on Sin Show on Friday.
Nice. So there it is, everybody. People who live in and around GMT, you don't get to know. That's just the way it is today.
You figure it the fuck out.
Yeah. Subtract 3 hours if you live on the West Coast. If not, 5:30 p.m. Sinatra's
Just
channel.
look at the sun. Look at the sun.
Yeah.
It's the same for everyone.
Just Dundee it. It'll be fine. On that note, we're out of here. Thank you very much for everybody who donated, helping me set up for all the hardware that I need to buy to not run such a half-ass stream. The stream will get better because I'll have the hardware to do so. In the meantime, have a good night, everybody.
Later.